All right, what's up, everybody? If you're on here at 7 o'clock, huh? Let's let's see if we can get everybody on. Let me see. There we are. There you are. What's up, man?
How you doing? How you doing?
Good. Thank you. Of course. Just got to get everything set up, get this going. A little rough start here, but we're getting there.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
There we go. We got 510 coming now. There we go. Should accept it. It's not working, huh?
What's up, boys?
What's up, boys?
What's going on, fellas?
Wow, some beautiful faces looking at there.
Yes, sir.
How we doing?
Good, man.
Good.
Boys, I appreciate it. I know this is a little bit of, I've talked about it for a long time, but this is exciting, man. I'm so thrilled to get kind of something. I think this is going to be real. It's going to be pretty slick. And you two are some of the best I've met. So,
Thanks.
yeah.
You too.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, likewise for sure.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to get into everything. Thank you for everybody that's joining. Look, we got some of the fitted people, the hat people coming on. We got, looks like I think we got a couple of the Oakland Bobblehead guys already. So that's looking pretty good. It's still right and still trying, still there too. So, what's up, Nick's Bobbles? What's going on? So how you guys want to do this? You guys want to get set? What's up, Huddy, in the background? What's up, man?
Yeah, we see all you guys joining in. Thank you guys for tapping in with us and hanging out with us. This is absolutely brand new for us here. This is episode 1, in essence, of our lives. If you guys want to go around the table, introduce yourselves. Everyone knows who we are for the most part that is in our live. But those who don't know who certain of us are, we can go ahead and introduce ourselves, and then we'll go from there.
All right. Yeah, we want me to start? How about that?
Go ahead.
So I'm NorCal Nodders. My name's Rob. I'm an A's bobblehead collector. I talk a lot. You've probably seen me on a few different things, and I've been around for a long time. Not a lot of people knew me from everybody kind of starts in the Facebook groups and everything else, and not a lot of people knew me from there because I kind of kept quiet to myself. Part of the reason was I was trying to, I'm always hunting stuff down, and it's kind of hard to build relationships a little bit sometimes because you're hunting for the same type of thing, and then you trying to learn, get in touch and feel who to know, this and that. So anyways, I was kind of a quiet collector there, jumped over here to Instagram and everything. And then I met Mark, 510 Bobbles there. And then I come across Bobble Foo as well. Kind of being within the same organizations that you follow and stuff like that, it's a lot easier to make friends. But man, meeting these, the Dodger people have been so cool to me and everything else. And so, kind of whatever, we both hate the Giants. That's easy. So that makes things a lot easier to kind of, be friends with, that kind of group. I know we have like a little bit of an introduction on us. So that's kind of me. I'm an Oakland fan. I think I've got just about every Oakland piece that you can get, even down to the minors. I'm missing just one or two that are really not even Oakland related, but they have an Oakland thing on. Well, not even Oakland, it's A's. But so a lot of people heard my story. I started when I was about 10 years old, I guess, 1990, and I got a one of those TEI Nodders when I was a kid, donated as a gift, or not donated, but given as a gift. Kind of spurred where I'm at today. I still got it today in there somewhere. I think it's up on the top shelf. But as I progressed and kind of my taste got a little bit finer, I feel my favorites now are these Nodders. So I'm a big, these are the big granddaddies nowadays with the greens, old athletic KC Nodders. I'm an Oakland guy, but I respect the hell out of like it can be. And so in terms of what most rare, what my favorites are, I just got a great appreciation now for Nodders and stuff. And so I kind of try to spread the word on that. I don't know. Is that, what do you guys, maybe you guys want to go around the horn, kind of introduce yourself too, before I get too far into that?
510, take it away, buddy.
You want me to go next? All right, Bobble
Yes,
Foo.
sir.
All right, what's up, everyone? My name is Mark, 510 Bobbles on Twitter and Instagram. Awesome to be here. I've been really fortunate to meet some pretty awesome people in this community, especially Rob, NorCal Nodders. He is not only a friend, but a mentor, if you will, in this whole deal. He's helped me out a ton, and yeah, man, can't thank him enough for that. But through this, I get to meet awesome people like Bobble Foo. We just connected recently, and it's really cool just to like get a chance to meet people that share the same passion, if you will, that we do for our collections. A little bit about me. I've been like Rob. My very first bobblehead was it was a nodder that was given away at an A's game in 1986. My grandparents got that and gave it to me. I was a little kid. I was 7 or 8 then. Unfortunately, that one has since broke, but I was able to replace it. But yeah, my first one was in the year 2000 when the A's started giving SGAs away. I got Jason Giambi and waited in line for a couple hours for that thing, and the rest was history, man. I was hooked after that. I would find myself waiting in line for hours at times, and it was awesome. Always a lot of fun. So I've been collecting since 2000. Probably got, I don't know what I've got out, probably about 350 bobbleheads, probably another 100 that I've got in boxes in the garage. Never had them out until COVID, until I started working from home, and my little boy and I asked him one day, I'm like, hey, you want to see what your dad's got? And he was all about it. So started bringing them in the house, started buying cases, and used it as a way to teach him a little bit about, not a little bit, a lot about the A's and about baseball. And that's him right here. What's up, Huddy?
Huddy.
Hey.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, my collection has really become like, it went from a passion of mine to a way for me to do something with my kid and have a lot of fun doing it. So, real quick, we were going to talk about our favorite. This is my favorite. It's not rare at all. It's Jermaine Dye. But it's very special to me for several reasons. It was given away on September the 1st in, I think it was 2001, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2002. I can't remember. September the 1st was my grandfather's birthday, and that's who really got me involved in baseball and instilled my love for the A's. So that was really cool. The other really cool thing is my sister happened to sing the national anthem that day, and I got to be on the field with her. So that was incredible. I got to meet Jermaine Dye that day. And then lastly, it was the 18th game of the A's 20-game winning streak. So a lot of awesome memories from that day, and that's why that one is my favorite.
Legit, dude.
So yeah, great to be honest with you guys. I'm really looking forward to doing this on a recurring basis and bringing people together and just talking about what we love and talking about whatever.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Yeah. So everyone who doesn't know me, and for those who do, I am the Bobble Fool. Fools, welcome in. Thank you for joining us today. I'm very, very super excited to be partnering up with NorCal Nodders, Mr. Rob himself, and Mark 510 Bobbles. This was a long thing in the making. Rob and I have been talking about this for a very, very long time. Yeah, very long time, and we've been planning on things and such. But for those who don't know me, I am the Bobble Fool. I am based out of Los Angeles, California. I am a Dodgers fan. I wouldn't say a hardcore. I want to say a hardcore, but I see other hardcore Dodger fans, and I don't compare anything to them. But I've been collecting since 2008, and ever since I got my first bobblehead, which is actually my favorite bobblehead, is this Tommy Lasorda. It's not a rare one, but it's a Hall of Fame Tommy Lasorda, bobblehead. And my very first bobblehead ever received at a Dodger game, and ever since then I've been hooked. I've been hooked since then, and it's become more than just a passion. It's more than just an obsession. It's a lifestyle now, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people can attest to that as well. That is in this community as well, that don't understand when you go into collecting bobbleheads or not. So I've been collecting since then, and I actually have over 3,500 bobbleheads in my collection.
That's crazy.
I don't display them. I don't have the space for it. I display very few bobbleheads, but the majority of those bobbleheads are in storage in my closet, in my garage, so it's been an amazing journey thus far. And to Mark's point with COVID and all that stuff, I think COVID really cemented this community more so than anything else, just because people were at home, had a little bit more time, had a little bit more free time to say hi to other people and engage with other collectors as well. So I've met a lot of amazing people through the community. My mentor is actually Frank Bravo. I don't know if he's here. I didn't see him, but Mr. Bravo, that guy is my mentor day one, and because of him, my collection expanded to where it's at today. Adrian, which is one of our homies, he's CBL Collectibles. He's actually one of my very good friends as well, and through him, I've been able to obtain some very good pieces in my collection. Actually, my one of my rarest pieces is the Bob Hope Dodgers bobblehead, and through Adrian and running through one of his raffles, I was able to obtain that bobblehead, and I only paid 2 spots. So I paid $64, I believe, roughly, give or take. And it's like a $1,500 bobblehead that I've seen people price it at. So, and one of my other good buddies, Kevin, Kevin's Creations, I seen him tap in. I've been able to expand my bobblehead, I guess, collection through him as well, through a lot of Japanese variants. So, and a lot of bobbleheads that are based out of Taiwan. So there's a lot of great people in the community, more so than not. But then you do run into those people that aren't very well liked in the community also.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lot of things that we're going to talk about in regards to that as well, and a lot of things that we're going to cover. But I'll turn it over to you, Rob, and then we'll go from there.
All right. Well, I just so getting back to the people that are on. I mean, 18 viewers. I think it's pretty good considering this is our first time thing, kind of a run through, and I know it's going to be a little bumpy, and kind of stumbling over my words a little bit because I don't know exactly know what to do. But the goal of this thing for everybody watching is to get. I want everybody to participate. I want this to be like a new avenue where we get. I want people on showing off their mail days or whatever. I want people showing off or talking about bringing up questions, talking about their collections, and we talked about more than just bobbleheads. The sports overall. I mean, today. The David Ortiz thing. I mean, this was a mess, and this is all over everything.
What a disaster,
dude! It relates to each other, but I mean, that blew me away. I knew I was to expect it, but damn, I mean, such an injustice on that. But that's what this whole thing is. It's a live forum. I feel to get on once a week at least and get us on and get up talking. We'll have people joining in as we get going. We're just trying to kind of harbor that a little bit more control over that, just because, we really don't want nasty trolls on here that are gonna cause us problems. And so we're trying to learn how to do that and trying to make this a little bit more comfortable for everybody. But I mean, there's tons of friends on here. Look at Mike, the Yankees Jets fan. Dude, that guy is one of the best dudes I've ever met in my life.
Yep.
This stuff. And everybody you'll talk to, that guy is just through and through. So I want to thank all those people too, because man, without these people, it's not just about like having your back and this and that, but I mean, I can talk to everybody. I mean, Bobble Food, we talked, dude. I mean, when I first met you, you spouted all this stuff, and I said, went and told Mela, my wife Mela is on here, and Mela TV, and I said, dude, this guy's got like plans I can't even like imagine. Like, dude, you had stuff, and I said, but it's real. You know what I mean? It's not because you're legit. I mean, you're a Twitch guy, you're this and that, and so I see it come to life. And this is I watched. You know, this is kind of going to be kind of playing off like I always talk about, like the hat guys, and they come on and show those hats off to this and that. I think bobbleheads is going to work just as good or even better. And the other thing, it don't have to be just bobbleheads. I mean, we can have. Yeah, I'm big into game use stuff. Mark and I now we collect a lot of bats together, A's bats, and I would like even to grow into where we have people talking about that and stuff like that. I mean, I need to be educated on a lot of this stuff, and this whole hobby, everything. I love to be educated on everything. I had to go and kind of look up what was happening because I feel like I'm a little bit out of the loop because I have been Twitter and Instagram and I've been in like the A's bunker because I'm trying to save the damn team. But yeah, I felt a little bit out of the loop, but I went back in and really not out of the loop as much as I thought I was going to be. But with the 3,500, so do you? I have a question for you then, Bob. Like, do you just? I mean, you just grab whatever you like. Is that how that comes about?
So this is how it started. Primarily with SGAs. That's it, just SGAs, and then I lived in San Diego for quite some time. I used to go to the games out there. I used to start collecting those.
Yeah.
I lived in Arizona for quite some time. Would go to the games out there. Started collecting those. So any stadium that I would go to and if I lived in that state, I would collect their bobbleheads. But my main collection has always been Dodger stuff. And the moment I met Frank, and this is I'm pretty sure you guys can attest to this as well. When you guys start collecting just an abundance of bobbleheads, and if you guys are married, once I met Frank, and Frank just opened up my entire mind about there's minor league bobbleheads, there's retail bobbleheads, there's custom made bobbleheads, there's bobbleheads that people have made a series of in their own personal collection. Like 10th Player is one of those individuals, and he opened up and blew up my mind in the sense where I was like, okay, crap, now I have to have them all. I need them. I need them in my collection. I want them. And it got to a point where I just anything and everything that caught my eye, I was collecting. Yeah.
I get it, and I got to kind of be that way for a little bit. You know, I started getting into the Dia de los Muertos and or the Sugar Skulls, I guess. And then you brought up Star Wars and another conversation we had. I get into all that stuff, and I get into those, and I want, and it's probably a bad obsession to have, but like I want to get, I want to complete the set. And and then I go just ballistic trying to do it, and so I just honed my skills and sticking to the A's, and if I nail all that, my problem is I'm almost done. Yeah, I mean, there's one that I don't tell anybody about that I'm looking for. Mark knows it, but I don't tell anybody because if I tell everybody I'm looking for it, everybody's gonna go find looking for it too, and I don't want that. So that's one of the issues. We're actually going to talk about that stuff too, when we talk about things. But whatever. But that also spurred into me doing customs and this and that and everything along those lines. But like one thing I envy with Mark, dude, like you have Huddy involved in this, dude, and then he's learning and everything. And now my kids like it, but I think I got a little bit too about me about it. That's one of my issues, you know what I mean? Because it's like now the bobbleheads is no big deal. Like we'll go take a trip and go get a bobblehead or whatever. Like the 3-footers is what I've been grabbing lately because those are the ones I've been trying to finalize. And so, but we'll go take a trip and go get it. I make a trip out of it, but like the kids just kind of roll their eyes at the bobblehead, you know what I mean? So, But I envy Mark because, like you said, I mean, you're educating Huddy about this stuff, dude, and he's part of the collecting of it. And I think I've dropped the ball a little bit on that aspect because I kind of made this about like let's go get it, you know what I mean? And maybe that's why the kids kind of roll their eyes about it with me. But so Mark, does Huddy is he like all gung ho about the stuff? I mean, does he get all excited and stuff still?
Oh yeah, for sure. And we were kind of talking about this a little bit the other day when I thought about it when you asked, you hadn't been in the Facebook groups for a while and you were like, man, it's dead in there. And I was like, yeah, a big part of that, in my opinion, is because the stadium giveaways have been so few and far between. I guess not for all of us, Bobble Foo, but here
Yeah.
in Oakland, we haven't had an A's bobblehead giveaway since 2000 and it was Campy Campaneris, I think was the last one, right?
Yep.
2018, 19.
Yeah.
So yeah, but to your point, like, I mean, you know, Hudson was 3, 4 years old then, and now he's 7.5, and he remembers like going to get bobbleheads a little bit, but now he's just used to like, he thinks bobbleheads are like the mailman coming in, ringing the doorbell and a box being on the front porch. He doesn't get the like
6 months, 8 months ahead of time.
yeah, exactly. And so like those are the kinds of things that he's asking, like, hey, when are we going to get to go to an A's game and get another bobblehead? And I'm like, yeah, it's a great question. But, and then, you know, really quick, just to piggyback a little bit on something that Bobble Foo said just a few minutes ago that kind of made me chuckle inside is when I met Rob, it's probably been 3 years now, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, somewhere.
Anyways, when I met Rob, like, I met him, you know, I would DM him a little bit on Twitter late night. Kind of sounds kind of creepy, but that's how it went.
I like
it. I was picking his brain about different things, and I was like, you know, I was like, man, I'm this like almost 40-year-old guy that's got all these bobbleheads, and I was kind of like ashamed of it in a way. But I found Rob, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I got someone I can talk to. Like, I'm not alone in this. And then what's so funny to me though is like I thought, you know, I'd seen some of the like 3-footers over the years at the Coliseum, a few of the retails, but not much. I just thought that like I had everything. Since I had every stadium giveaway, I thought I had it all. And then I start talking to Rob, and I'm like, oh my God, dude.
So Rob's your Frank to me. Gotcha.
For sure. And Rob's my Frank, like you got a Frank, he, you know, that's my guy, but Rob's got a guy too. And like, I think we all could, I think that's what's kind of cool is like, you talk to any collector and they could probably go down the line of like, who's helped them with their collections or who's helped inspire them. And so I don't know, that's just kind of popped in my head about like, just kind of how cool this community can be.
Well, one day I hope to get, you know, I like to get my mentor over to even Instagram. Jim Wallace is the guy, and the dude's really a Bay Area collector overall. I mean, he has an amazing collection that rivals just about most, but he always had the A stuff, and we would go pick back and forth, and he'd show this, show that. He had all of this stuff. He didn't have everything A's, but he knew of it all, and he would show me everything, and he always knew about the rumors and this and that. And so, and you know, it's funny because you call it like a mentor or whatever, but in a way, like, and that's cool that you call me, but it's just a friendship. You know what I mean? It's just really cool, and that's the best way to learn. So that's what. So I didn't know. Nobody puts together like manuals how to collect or what to collect and this and that. So I created my website, workoutnotters.com, and so I thought, how cool would that be just to like build this database? And because of course we're gonna talk about, and I saw Mike Yankees talk about FOCO, right? And so bring that up, or I'll talk about it in a second. But like FOCO, one of my biggest, Mark, we talk about it too, but Bobble, the same thing. There's no database for FOCO stuff, so it's just a free for all. And part of the problem I was trying to finalize my collection, I guess is the word to say, but trying to finalize which pieces I need and stuff. I didn't know. I kept having to look at everybody. Now that's part of the hunt and part of the fun of collecting. I'm sitting there, you know, like everybody, like you guys do. You know, we don't look anymore. You just look at a picture. We look deep in that picture. You know what I mean? Like what's that?
Yep.
What's that hat? What's that? Or you know, helmet? What's it? And so just hours of doing that stuff. And then my wife, I pressed her. She's like, I didn't know. How do you know all that? How do you? I said, I just sit there for hours or whatever, and just sit there and I learn and just take notes or take the screenshot. I have like a billion screenshots on stuff, but and it's always coming into this, and you know, I shared something with Mark the other day, something I had never seen before, and so it's just that the friendships come out of all this stuff, and so like I said, what I created a database was actually to create more friendships. You know what I mean? Like I didn't like how some of it was used just to kind of use it as a shopping list side thing. I wanted it for people to kind of like use as a guide to say, okay, this is what's available, and this is kind of what's going to go down and try to find, come across this. And I feel bad sometimes because sometimes people just say, oh, I'm just going to drop the hell of money and just go buy all this stuff. And I'm going to find it. And to me, that ruins a lot of it. And so we talked about Bobble. So like we talked about what's a collector and what's a buyer. You know what I mean, right?
Yep.
So what do you think? So how do you think about what's a collector then and what's a buyer type thing?
I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward when it comes to someone like us. We're collectors. We have to have it in our collection. It's something that we must have, absolutely must have, and need it to complete our sets.
Yeah. Now,
people that are just in it to buy it, like the whole focal thing, those are the people that are there to resell. Yeah. People will buy 4 to, I don't know, however many bobbleheads using many different accounts, and they'll have like 20 to 30, sometimes 40, if not even 50 bobbleheads at one point, and they're just there to flip and make a profit and not necessarily, I don't know, just put it in their collections. And people are just there to turn over a profit. But here's my thing. I respect the hustle. I respect it. I can't knock anybody on their hustle. I can't knock anyone for however they're going to make their money. Now, it's up to that collector. If you're very serious about collecting, you better wake up at whatever time it is when Foco's going to drop another bobblehead at 8 p.m. like I did every single bobblehead and not miss one. You know what I mean? Or 8 a.m. rather, I'm sorry. So that's the way that I see it. And it's very unfortunate for those true Dodger fans that don't know and aren't educated, like how you said, when it comes to these bobbleheads that are about to drop or whatnot. But I think my page, the way that I've set it up and I post on my stories, is that I make an awareness about, hey, this is about to drop. This is what's coming up. And there's many other collectors out there that say, hey, we have these coming up. These are, and it gives everyone that opportunity. Yeah. Not only the people that are there just to buy and resell, but also that really want to collect for their own collection. So there's a difference, and it's unfortunate that there are people out there like that, but it's the world we live in. People.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
You brought up something the other day, though. I do a similar type thing. You had brought up. So we have a Discord. It kind of died down, but anyways. But I do buy multiples on the Foco. So the A's releases, I buy multiples. I don't do it just to flip it and this and that. I do it to kind of cover friends. You know what I mean?
Yep. Same.
And so, and to me, that builds a relationship. So that person, they'll trust me. Not, and I hope it's a pay it forward thing in a way.
Yes.
If I need help, which I know I don't need that much help on a lot of stuff, but or if I need to help somebody else out, maybe me paying it forward will help that person help somebody else. You know what I mean? That's to me what collecting's about, man. And this whole game, it should be fun. We should have friends. Like you two. I should be able to meet other people and have a good time and have friends like that. And that's what I think that should be about. So I don't know. But it was funny when you said that, because that's exactly what I do. I had 3 all-stars. They're all gone now. I went to 3 people drop and everything else. I probably could have, $100, $150 pop or whatever, somewhere in that I could have got, but it just made me feel good. I helped cover some people that, have helped me out, or will, like you see some of the stuff I drop, they'll support some of my drops, on my ball, like that. So I'm all about that. It's cool with me. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, for each bobblehead that dropped for the Dodger fans, I purchased anywhere from 2 to 4, the max amount. And I resold them for the same amount that I got them from, certain friends that weren't able to wake up. And then I still have them in my collection that for those that said, what, I don't want it after all. I'm going to wait maybe a year or 2 years when the price does drop to like half the price, maybe less than the price, which is okay, because there's a lot of players that do get traded, and there's a lot of players that do end up retiring and their value drops in their bobblehead. So it's a hit or miss, but it is what it is. It was a lot of fun. The Dodger hype for me personally, every single week, Dodger Tuesday, was it excessive? Absolutely. Did I hate it? My wife hated it. I hated it. My kid hated it. Dude. It's like, I had to be up every single morning. I had to, before I went into work, I needed to, hey, what bobblehead's going to drop right now?
Yeah.
Focus releasing something else. I'm like on the phone with a lot of different friends. Hey, do you have any idea? What do you think? Have you heard anything? I'm like, I haven't heard lick.
Yeah.
But this is what, how I'm thinking things are going to shape up. You know what's pretty funny too is that people thought I was like employed by Foco. People thought that I had a hand in with Foco. I'm like, I don't know these guys. I don't even talk to them like that. And they're like, oh, you post them so much. I'm like, well, because hey, you know what? I like the quality of their bobblehead. I like how they're doing things for the most part. I can't agree on everything. There are some things that I don't agree with what Foco does, but there's a lot of good things that do come out of Foco. I actually won a 3-foot bobblehead from them, the hot dog bobblehead. I won that.
Damn.
And it's like I never win any giveaways when it comes to like these Instagram giveaways. I joined so many, and to be a winner of a 3-foot bobblehead, and it's a Dodger Dog Championship bobblehead. I'm like, yo, hey, Foco, props to you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for that. All the work that I did behind without getting anything in return or wanting anything in return, I did it just for the satisfaction of me being a collector and me putting the word out there for Dodger fans in general. I mean, I think that's what kind of helped me out too. And I think on another part, my Twitch did help me out as well. So if you guys are in the comment section, I am Doc Rocks. I'm typing with you guys here from home. I have the live up as well. But yeah, no, it was an interesting time when the Dodgers won the World Series and to what it is now. And I'm glad it slowed down. And I'm glad the Dodgers. I'm kind of sad the Dodgers didn't go to the World Series, but I'm also kind of glad as a collector that they didn't go to the World Series and didn't win. So
Dude, I had that problem. I can't even get close to that problem at the moment. So,
yeah.
yeah, I'm part of the Foco affiliate thing, and actually still writing, still trying. Kevin, he got me in with them, and so, but I kind of stick to my brand. You know, what I mean, I stick to the A stuff, and I promote, and because if I start popping out with football stuff, I mean, nobody's gonna listen to me. So, but so getting into like the Foco. So, Mark, how do you feel about like the retail and the Foco and stuff like that?
It's a love hate. I mean, the nice thing for me is that like being friends with you, I know that I don't have to like try and be the guy that has every A's bobblehead because it's impossible. Like you've got that market cornered. I can just kind of what I like and what I want. I think we've been so starved for bobbleheads the last year that I've bought all of the ones that Foco have come out with. But like if we were getting some SG, there's like a Matt Olson, for example. Like I love Matt Olson. It didn't look like Matt Olson at all, which is very weird for a Foco bobblehead. Like they're usually really good. The detail is really.
I tried to get. I tried to get that resolved.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like that's one that I probably would have passed on had we been getting more bobbleheads. But I mean, how do I feel about them? Like I feel fine as an A's fan, as an A's collector, and even a little bit as a Warriors collector. Although I've kind of gone off of Warriors and like if I collect Warriors, it's usually like Steph Curry. But even that, it's like I don't know, man. I have the problem that I have with it is they drop so many now that they're at a point where they're dropping just like is the I can't even see yet. It's just like a bunch of colors. You guys know what I'm talking about. I forgot. It's like a pixelated image.
Oh, right. It looks like
you don't even see what you're buying, and then like not only that, but like I bought a Steph Curry probably like 6 months ago, and just came a couple weeks ago. Like I don't even remember buying this, and it's because I never saw it. I just bought a picture image. So that's kind of the thing. Like I think that they're kind of watering down the whole deal by putting out so much. Yeah. But I get it.
If we had SGAs, I'd be riding the boat with you, but we don't have a damn SGA to save our life, dude. Out here, you know what I mean?
Right.
sucks about this, dude.
Right.
But I love Fogo. Like you talked about, you brought the point. Like their quality is pretty much the top. I mean, it's the best, the best of the best. And I see in the line they're talking about AGP and that Triple B, baseball bobbleheads, and Bruce. Thanks for joining. But AGP's got some things coming though. We're in the works on some things there too. But yeah, the Foco thing, I love. The quality is about as good as it can get. You know, I mean, I talked about NECA. I don't know if any Yankees Dodgers fan or Yankees Jets fan. He'll know about the NECA because Mello too with the horror and stuff. Dude, those NECAs are legit. I wish we could get some kind of sports one out of it, but
yep,
you don't know much about them. But damn, they're nice, dude.
I'll tell you what, I see in the chat. I see a lot of people talking about Catmans, and
yes,
and that's not on that's not Foco. Those are custom, really.
Correct.
But holy smokes, man! I've got 5. I've got 5 Catmans now. I never knew until Rob. I saw them in his collection. I started asking about them, and he started educating me, and I started learning all about the cat lovers and the Catman and all the crazy drama that with Catman. But dude, those are nice pieces, man. Those are just beautiful. I love those.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
I need one for sure.
Hey, you brought up the one for a Bobblefoot one, dude. I can't wait till you get that. That's gonna be legit, dude.
Man, if we can make that happen, I would be freaking excited. I'd be floored if we can get a Bobblefoot version 1.
The only prior to the big controversy, right, with Catman is his return, right?
Yeah.
The old Catman collectors, right? It was this new, it's not him, it's not him. Okay, but I think it's pretty well squashed. It's pretty much him. I mean, but back then they didn't have this was the only A1 I could ever find that was the prior Catman.
Wow.
So there's the marks rocking right there. This was the only one I knew of that was A's prior to that. But see what Mark's rocking there. Look at that stuff, dude. Look at the.
Ooh.
I mean, it's beautiful pieces, man.
I feel out of place not having a Dodgers one, and I'm sure there's Dodger ones out there.
Yeah, not a lot though. I'm trying to think.
I think there's a Sandy Koufax Catman. I believe so.
There is.
I think I've seen one.
Yeah.
Well, even if there isn't, I mean, that's kind of the cool thing about Catman is like you hit him up and tell him what you want, and he'll make it for you. I mean, like our.
I mean, there's.
The man, I didn't pull it out. I can't.
Wow.
Those are all
wow.
The Henderson one, the man is. I think I want to say, Rob, didn't he make
Catfish
for the Blue Jays?
What?
In a Blue Jays uniform, Ricky.
Yeah, he did. And did you show the Ricky one? Which one did you show off?
I showed Catfish. I showed Catfish because number one, it was the easiest one for me to grab, but I just love the I love the detail that he did there with like the catfish in the A's script, and then actually drawing a catfish on it.
But it's just
now I need one. Let me Google pull that up real quick. Where's the Dodgers Catman bobblehead? Pull it up, Google.
Well, and what I love, it goes back to the old school nodder aspect. You know what I mean? It's a blend of it all. So I love it. It's unique product for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, what I was saying is, he made a Blue Jays Ricky. We saw it. And we're like, I mean, we love Ricky in a lot of uniforms, but we certainly love him in his uniform. And we're like, dude, he's got to make. So we hit him up, Rob. And he said, I want one, and my buddy wants one, and so now we got them. But they're numbered. They're numbered out of. I think the Rickies are numbered out of 24.
I think so.
Yeah. So that's what he does. He'll just make them out of this one right here. I don't know if you can see that, but the catfish is numbered 3 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
And that's his way of keeping them unique and keeping them rare. He'll make you one, but he's not going to do the one of ones. because of the work that it takes him. He's going to make a set, and then he'll sell off the set as people request them.
Yeah. I just love the whole, and a really cool dude. I mean, he was like attacked when he came back. Like, I mean, people jumped all over him, dude. And I know it was to protect the, protect the investment from the what. But I can't remember what the years are on that. You guys remember if anybody on chat remembers the years on the original, like the Jordan and the Tiger Woods I actually have a Mickey Mantle that Yankees Jets fan I'm gonna fix and send off to him. But I have a Mickey Mantle one, and that's one of the original ones too. I want to say those are like late 90s or early 2000s. I mean, they're pretty old, relatively, not like.
Yeah.
But I mean, what's going on now is pretty old.
He was gone for like 10 years or something like that.
Something like that. It was long.
Damn. So he's back now. For sure, he's back.
Yeah, there's a great article. Yeah, it is a great article. Still writing an article about him, but he got a bad accident and everything else, and just trying to get back to where. But I mean, he's casting his own molds and stuff like that, so it's pretty slick, man.
I just googled. There's a Duke Snyder Catman from Brooklyn. So
you're right about the Koufax one too. I feel like there was a Koufax.
I feel like I've seen it somewhere. I need that in my collection now, but we'll see if that ever happens. I mean, there's there's a Koufax. I'm looking at it right now.
So
there's Sandy Koufax, Duke Snyder.
You talked about like the Japan or whatever. What's that? They're nice. They're good quality. I think they only make it Dodgers and like there's a couple on eBay, but I can't remember the brand of that stuff. It's
I think that. Hold on. I think they're AGP.
No. It's like man. Andy's on here. I think he brought it up to me, asked me. No, it was somebody else. I cannot remember the brand. It's not Success because Success makes a lot of giveaways. These are like retail, and AGP doesn't do retail, and that's the thing. But I can't remember what that brand. I want to say it starts with an S. But there was like I think it was a Dodger one online right now. There was like I think it might have been an Otani one there for a while.
Q-Man. Someone said Q-Man.
Oh, the Q-Man? Yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah. You have.
Let me pull one up. Hold on.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you for the Q-Man. I could not remember that for life.
I got it.
Do you know about these, Mark?
No, but I had that nice hot dog in the back.
Oh, yeah. We get to see that hot dog, too, right? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Nice bobbleheads, right?
That's nice.
What was that?
They're really well made, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
They're really nice. They're really nice. This is a Joe Torre. I'm actually working on getting several other Q-Man bobbleheads as well.
Like an Oakland A's one?
all Dodgers first, and then we'll see if we can come across some A's. So I'm waiting. The problem with these Q-Mans is that they are found out of the country.
Yeah, I know.
It might take about a year or so to get here, but it's worth the wait.
That's got great detail on it.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Well, there's like 2 or 3 of them on eBay, but they're it's not cheap. When were these made? Well, Torre.
2008.
Joe Torre, yeah.
Did you know what they made? I mean, do you know what other bobbles they made?
Yeah. There's a lot of Japanese players too. There's like a King Wo. Let me see. Hold on.
See, that guy except Pujols has one. And
does he really?
Mike says this is Yankees. I think there's Yankees one on eBay. I was actually in a custom one.
And Junior's talking. He's seen a Q-Man Pujols.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's got to be Cardinals though. Oh, maybe Angels.
So Nick's Bob, what do you know? Any other teams too? Nick's Bobbles. Hey, you gonna show off that hot dog later on or what back there?
I can show you guys right now. The 3-footer. I got you guys.
All right, have you There we go. Look at that. I want a big ass hot dog like that.
That's awesome.
Dude, I want a big ass bobblehead.
This thing's heavy.
Dude, I want one of those. Dude, so bad.
Mine would have though.
Huh?
Mine would have ketchup on it. I eat hot dogs like a 4-year-old.
Me too.
That thing's heavy.
Yeah,
I broke a sweat right now. That thing is heavy.
Dude, it's sick. Dude, that's like the best one, the 3-footers out there. To be honest with you.
That's
You know what's interesting? So Foco came up with the mascot, one of 6 Dodger bobbleheads. They didn't do very well, which I'm okay with because I got one of them for it was on sale. I think it was like $30-$40 when it went on sale not too long ago. The back to school one. I personally think those Dodger bobbleheads that Foco made weren't that great.
Oh, yeah.
However, once they came in and the size that they are, it's a great size, man. It's a very great size. It's a big bobblehead. So, what was that?
Probably like 9 inches or something like that. Probably.
I think they're bigger than that. Let me show you the comparison.
And look at Andy Orr all up in.
Yeah, Andy's over there talking about the Cleveland hot dogs.
Dude.
Heard of a Cleveland? I've heard of a Chicago hot dog.
That ain't no Cleveland dog. That's a
Cleveland
bird. Cleveland. That's not leaving.
So this is one of the gems out there right now.
Yeah.
With the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's clean.
So these things standing right next to it.
Yeah.
Things are enormous.
Oh,
It's a big wiener. It's a huge. It's a huge size wiener, man. Jesus Christ.
The bobbleheads of the month, right?
What's that?
Are those were bobbleheads of the month, weren't they?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
I think those were bobbleheads of the month, right?
Yes. Yeah. For the mascots.
We have
yeah, there you go.
We have those too, and they're really nice.
Okay.
They're like, I think they're 10 inches.
Yeah, I think they're 10. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are. I love those. I grabbed one of the Reggie Yankees. I'm gonna convert one of those over to A's because dude, I wish they'd make more of that stuff. Like only certain teams get that, dude. I'm hella jealous about that crap.
No, it's pretty cool because it's a big size bobblehead. You don't see these bobbleheads this big, so
That's big.
I like it. And for the price, I'm okay with it now. I thought it was going to be one of the regular size bobbleheads that they're charging $60, and I'm okay with this one. I'm not mad at this bobblehead at all.
It was like $80, $90.
$60.
That's not bad because the regular
No.
$40-$50, right?
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Or some of the regular size bobbleheads were also $60.
So do you guys got any of these big old? Mark just showed off his Zito, but like an 18 or 16 inch. You guys got any of these bad boys?
I don't. I want to get the Kobe Bryant ones.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Those are the ones that I want in my collection.
Oh yeah. Do they have? I assume they have Dodger ones. I haven't seen one, but I don't see very many of these overall.
I haven't seen any. I'm gonna have to go to my guy Frank. Yeah, I know Nick has all those Kobe ones. I've seen your page, Nick.
Nick
has a crazy ton of Kobe bobbleheads, man.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's what I like about Foco. Like we get some of the mixture of different things. You know, it's not just the same. I mean, I love getting my SGA stuff, but So how do you guys feel like when we get? So we talked about the Yankees, and we talked about what they're like. What 2/3 the size bobblehead, and not the minis, but the whatever. But like, I feel cheated on that. But like you said, in the East Coast or in New York, you don't have much room to store all this stuff. But still, man, still feel a little bit cheated on that. I like to see some.
On the New York ones?
Yeah, I mean, I like.
On these right here?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they're pretty small. I'm telling you, I have it all, and I'm pretty sure I have almost every single team in my collection, at least one, I think. So yeah, these are relatively small compared to the regular size SGAs.
It's crazy.
So
yeah.
How do you like the little bobbleheads like that being out there?
Those are like mini. I wish they were full size. Yeah, these are like.
Oh yeah, see, like it was.
They're in between the mini bobbleheads. Oh crap!
Uh-oh.
I have a lot of stuff in front of me. Yeah, it's like the mini version, so it's like in between the mini and in between the regular size.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Any questions out there from anybody out in the line?
We do have several questions.
let's hit 'em.
So Hawks actually asked, or I believe it was Alex. He asked, how many bobbleheads do we have in our collection?
You're 3,500.
Over 3,500.
Mark, what'd you say?
Yeah, I'm probably close to 450 with Warriors
Hey.
and minor leaguers that I've got in boxes in the garage.
And then Kimball asked also, what's our favorite bobblehead? I think we went over that already.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. That Kimbo, is that who asked it? You said?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's. So she missed me talking about my favorite bobblehead, Kimberly.
I believe so. Yeah.
It's the one from when you sang the national anthem.
And I just got down. I get down to the old school nodders.
So that's
right.
favorite bobblehead from a nostalgic standpoint, but my favorite bobblehead.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's a beautiful one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big Vicente Fernandez fan as well. And this is one of my favorite ones in my collection. I had this custom made by 10th Player.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And yeah, it's a nice custom piece that he made. Really nice custom.
Yeah, I love those, man. That's a gorgeous piece.
What's up, Jose? Dodgers suck, man.
It's
Sorry, Bobble Foo.
all good. It's all good.
Yeah, you guys he's a big old Dodger collector. He Jose there 704. He collects Dodgers and the A's, man. He's got hell of stuff. He's got all kinds of grails all over the place, dude. But he's a big
Nice.
raffle guy. I'm not a raffle. You did raffles too. I suck at raffles, man. I tried to win all.
I just won a raffle.
Man, I suck at raffles.
I've never
So yeah,
been.
my buddy over in I'm blanking right now. Crap, why can't I can't even think right now. So my buddy Tony, he actually does raffles as well. And through him I actually won some Kobe and Shaq set.
Oh, no.
So old school Kobe and Shaq set, and I actually bought some other mascot bobblehead off of them not too long ago. So yeah, I just won that a couple of days ago. Paid $8 in the raffle. Yeah.
You have the I've seen them a couple times. I know I've seen them on Nick's page for sure, but have you seen or do you have the Kobe bobbleheads with the angel wings and they've got like
Yeah.
one
Through Majestico?
What company? Stick or whatever it's called.
Majestico.
is that a
Yeah.
retail company or is that a custom?
It's a custom. It's through his company.
Okay, those are really cool.
Yeah, I have those. I'll pull them up.
Yeah.
There's Mellow there.
Oh yeah, short dogs in the house.
And little 33 custom love right there. Little 33 custom love.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Yeah,
Could replace Loriano. That's no. Yeah, that's beautiful.
yeah. How many of those are made? How many of those are made?
416.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think he still has plenty of these available as well.
All right.
Isn't there
And
one
then,
that's gold too?
Yeah, it's all like gold or what. I can't afford those, but yeah.
Oh, what does that run?
I think this one ran me $80.
With the all gold.
The gold was like 150, which yeah, it's a little bit too pricey for me.
Yeah.
But I get it. You know, it's his custom bobblehead. You know, he doesn't have the luxury to cut down the price like a regular retail. And this is why I support a lot of you know, the people that do their custom bobbleheads. You know, we talked about it. You know, there's Foco that's done several things or whatnot on their end, and other people felt like they copied them in some regards or whatnot. But I still like to support everyone. You know, that's just the type of person that I am. If someone comes up with an idea, they said, "Hey, Bobble, I can make this for you." All right, let's do it. How much is it? Okay, well, if the price is okay and the price is right, I'll support you guys. You know, if it's not like a $200-300 bobblehead, yeah, I wouldn't do that. I think the most I would go is like $100 on a custom piece.
Yeah, a custom piece. Yeah, and it's hard because like I'll get asked to do custom pieces, but I only do them for like favors of friends or like if I want to do it as a gift because I'll be honest with you, I can make more money working my job than I can, painting a custom bobblehead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more of a labor of love. You know what I mean? Or I'll help. I don't mind helping somebody. I love fixing stuff, stuff like that. But like, I'm not a guy like I have people come. Oh, can you? I'm not gonna do it. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I make certain pieces for certain people just out of like either I think it's really cool, I want to try it, or really it's a gift. Generally, I just do it as a gift.
Yeah.
So I'm not that kind of guy myself. But
You know,
go ahead.
Andy asked, or Andy said, sell a kidney.
Yeah,
I don't know what that was.
I noticed that too.
I don't know what reference was that to. However, when people ask me, what I've put into my collection, I literally say my blood, sweat, and tears because I've actually donated plasma and I've donated blood. When the wife's like, "Hey, no, you're not spending any more money on your bobbleheads," I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna go do something else. Let me go recycle some cans, or let me go donate some plasma real quick, get some plasma money, and buy some bobbleheads." But hey, that's
Dude,
the lifestyle I chose, man. I chose her. She chose me for a reason.
That's awesome, dude.
I think Ella, she used to roll her eyes at me, but it was the funniest things when I started putting this display together, because I had like little displays at home. When I put this display together, she's like, "Damn, I didn't know you had that many." I'm like, "Yeah, like but I'm not gonna, I mean, I'm gonna get in trouble, but like not get in trouble, but like I don't mean it like that because she's wonderful and hella cool.
You'll get the stern talking to.
Huh?
You'll get the stern talking to.
Well, I get the vacuum cleaner all up in like you gotta move this shit or move this stuff, you know what I mean, kind of thing. But like yeah, so at the same time I'd be respectful, and we were gonna talk about that too, how it like affects the home life and everything else like that. And so that my collection's in my office, but I do that partly because I got the room to do it, but the other thing is because it's respectful to her too as well, because I want to have a regular living room, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have the luxury, I don't know if it's luxury, whatever you want to say, but just have, everything at home. So for me, I keep everything at the office. Would I like to have it right in the living room and home? Hell yeah, man. I think it'd be badass.
Same. The wife told me I would need my own studio or apartment to display all of my bobbleheads. We had this conversation last week, and I told her, "Man, how much square foot do you think I would need to display all my bobbleheads?" And she said, "Yeah, you need a whole freaking studio to yourself, a whole building to." Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah.
So mine is actually right in my living room, but I'm also divorced, so take that for what you will. I had to choose my collection or being married, and my collection way too much.
Made a good choice.
Hey, to each their own. To each their own. It's all good.
For sure.
But yeah, so we did have other questions in there. I saw in the chat. Do you guys? I'm trying to scroll up. I know we talked about the Foco stuff. I know we talked about also what's our favorite bobblehead in our collection. Also, how many we have. Does anyone else have any questions that we missed, guys? If you guys do want to ask in the chat.
Yeah, I mean anything,
or anything you'd like to see on future shows.
Yeah, there you go. I like that too. Yeah, what do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to talk about? And like I said, we're gonna have people join on. I want that. I want to be everybody part of everything, but we have to kind of control things a little bit too. You know what I mean? I want to have fun and be and make everything great, but we can put the people we trust on. I mean, we obviously know some people that we can trust, but yeah.
By the way, Wendy Wu's my wife. She's asking if anyone wants to buy some bobbleheads.
If you want to buy any, I have a garage full. I gotta get rid of too.
On the Dodger Blue market.
Right.
That's funny.
Here's some questions. Who is your favorite collector other than you?
Go ahead, Mark.
I mean, obviously, I think I've talked about it quite a bit tonight, but if you weren't here yet, I mean, it's Rob. I mean, he's besides a friend, he's just been like a total mentor in this in this game. So, but the really cool thing about, Rob's my favorite, but I mean, there's guys on here like Mike from New York, Andy from Cleveland, Junior. He's another A's bobblehead collector. John Cox is on here. I see him. Like, I've never met these guys in person per se. Although I think Junior, I'll see you Raleigh signing this weekend. But
Yeah.
Jose, I've met Jose.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like these guys all like, they kind of push you and motivate you to stay in the game and stay hungry and show, they appreciate stuff when you find it. And that's what's really cool. So, but yeah, Rob's the king of my castle.
Well, I appreciate that, but we do it together. You know what I mean? That's what's cool about that. It's kind of unique because we're legit friends and we're collecting the same thing. And I know I feel kind of like an ass at times because it's like, dude, one of us, we feel bad about that, but it's like both of ours. You know what I mean, homie? Yeah, like Friday, but
Yeah.
so I have mad respect for guys like Ali Sandlot finally joined in. I have mad respect for guys like Andy and guys that are trying to progress the not just sitting here, you know what I mean, and trying to. There's a lot of clicks. There's a lot of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We'll get into the collection.
Yeah.
But there's a problem there, in my opinion, and
Yep.
and the restriction and it stops stuff like this. You know what I mean? If we just sit here and keep doing the same thing we kept doing, we would never be able to do this. You know what I mean? We would never.
Nope.
I wouldn't be talking to you. We wouldn't meet each other through Facebook or whatever. You know what I mean? It just wouldn't happen because we were already there already. So we already knew it wasn't going to happen. So I just like new, fresh type things. So you get, like I said, you get guys like Andy's trying to educate and he's a writer already and everything else. So he'll do a write up and Mark does an excellent job at that. So those two things right there. You guys write about these things and I'm more of like, oh, look at this. But you guys actually have put like substance behind it and stuff like that. So I really appreciate that from my standpoint because I see everything or I've seen everything or whatever, and I keep grabbing whatever I need and stuff. But that's the stuff I appreciate from as a collector. And Bobblefool, dude, you do so much for the community. And I mean, what you do in Twitch and everything else you do expands straight up over here into this world, and that's why we're friends. To be honest with you, that's what I think.
I appreciate that.
Sure.
I appreciate that. For me personally, wow. So I think this is a two-part answer. So who's your favorite collector? And I think also who do you respect as a collector? Because there's some collectors that have blocked me on Instagram, and I've never had a conversation with these people. However, I respect them for their collection.
Right.
I may not respect them as a person because I think me being the type of person that I am, if I have something against anyone, I'm going to let you guys know as a collector, or as a person to person. But I think the number one person would be my mentor as well, would be Frank. I respect the heck out of his collection. He's one of my favorite collectors out there, and he's very, very knowledgeable on all Dodger pieces. I think another person that I truly admire their collection would be Bobblehead Loco. There's Dodger Ralphie.
Yeah.
There's CBL Collectibles. My homie Tony. He's out of he's at not 702. I'm sorry. What's the area code? I'm blanking right now. But he's one of those collectors. 22 Dodger Girl. She has an amazing collection. And there's not a lot of females in this hobby. So 22 Dodger Girl, the type of person that she is, and how she helps out a lot of people as well. Her and I have the same mentality that when we want to help people out, obtain a piece to have it in their collection, we would go through mountains to help people out, So there's a lot of great people that I've met along the way, and those are just to name a few, and there's tons more of people that I've made special connections with.
Yeah, I 100% agree. It's interesting, I guess because we're a little older, grabbing these goofy little bobblehead things, and it's supposed to be probably for kids or whatever, but brings up history of the past and reminds me of different things like that. So I totally agree with you. I'm a big fan of anybody progressing, even still writing, still trying. I mean, he's trying to create basically a newsletter, or I don't know what you want to call it, editorial.
Yeah.
And I respect the hell out of that, man. I mean, he's highlighting different people and bringing attention to people that, you know, it need to have attention. I like this. I like the Instagram thing because it gets. I like people that show off. I want to see what you have and I want to know about this, that what you know about what you have. I love that. That's the huge thing to me, because that means you put the time in and you understood and this and that. And so that's what I always look for when I'm, you know, cruising around and everything else. And then, you know, now we got a pretty good crop of custom bobblehead guys now, you know what I mean? And some good skills out there and stuff. And so it's like little subcategories and everything else along those lines.
Yep.
I don't know. It's kind of fun, kind of interesting, different, but it you know, expands into other things than just bobbleheads, obviously. You know, so that's cool too.
Cool. All right. Next question. 704 says, when can I get a 4-footer?
Yeah. Tell them to keep waiting.
All right. So Yankees Jets fan says, what's your tips for displaying?
Well, everybody cringes at my collection. Everybody cringes.
I cringe.
I know.
I cringe.
Everybody cringes. So I'm probably the last one you want to listen to. But I don't have a problem with it. I'm okay. I don't put no glue, no museum stuff, nothing. I don't do nothing. It's just sitting there on a shelf. Everything's sitting there on a shelf. And everybody says, besides the earthquake thing, everybody says, we have the dust. I got just as much dust sitting in cabins as I did out in the open. So I don't know. I haven't had much luck even in cabins. I love cabinets. I think they look beautiful. I also love my display because it looks a lot different than anybody else's. You know what I mean? So that's kind of...
Yeah. It's unique to you.
Yeah. Do I want to put plexiglass across the front of it? Hell yeah, I do.
I think the IKEA $60 display case is the best way to go, in my opinion. Yeah, those are the best ones. I have 3 of them right behind me. I plan on getting 2 more. And then there's also the Walmart ones. I think they're 150, and they're double doors, which is like, and it's double the size of those display cases. I think those are the best way. And then also put some lighting in it. As a matter of fact, I got to change my lighting right now real quickly to the Dodger Blue. I'm like in Twitch mode right now. I'm in Twitch mode right now.
I got you.
But yeah, so I would say those display cases are pretty good, and also those curio cabinets are pretty cool too. They're nice to have. I have those in my offices.
They're saying that the detolfs are $90 now. Damn.
Are they really?
That's what they're saying in the chat. I didn't know that.
Oh damn! I had no idea. I'm have to go double check them.
But I like, so in my opinion, the one really good method, again, how Mark 510 went about it. And he had the detolfs and everything else, but then, you know, I think if you find the used curio cabinets, like a real pretty oak or whatever, some really nice upgraded type pieces, you know, he's over time, he's evolved out of the detolfs into these type things as he grabbed them as he was coming along, you know what I mean? And so that to me, that's how I would suggest a lot of tips too, is just progress and you know, kind of go from that angle.
Yeah. And the answer to Mela, no, I have not custom made anything yet. Then we have another questions on here. Is there any one player that should have a bobblehead that doesn't? And then also, can we get a joint effort on trolling Brody on Henderson Park?
What? Yeah, there's Timothy down there in this damn Henderson Park. I'm sponsoring the third base line. This dude's building. If you ever see what he's doing, dude, he's building this big ass baseball field in his backyard, and
wow,
house and things, and it's all fielded by bobbleheads. Dude, I don't know what the hell he's building, but yeah, bless his family for letting him have that thing, that big ass thing in his backyard. I think it's gonna be crazy when he's done with it.
Jesus,
dude, it's huge, and I don't know what is. I'm waiting to see it. He's doing a great job. And he's getting all the little local A's groups, like he has them quote unquote sponsored and everything else. Pretty legit, man. I can't wait. Maybe he'll show it off here one day. We'll get him on.
All right. And is there any player that you guys would like to see made into a bobblehead?
Lots.
Yes.
I mean, I'll go on that one. Personally, the two that I'd want to see the most, and this is just a throwback, and it's kind of sad that it's been so long since the A's won a World Series, but I'd want to see Terry Steinbach. He was the catcher on the '89 team, the starting catcher, and then I'd want to see the late Tony Phillips.
Yeah,
He was a platoon second baseman, kind of all around, but he threw the last out of the World Series to Dennis Eckersley and passed away a few years back, and that's one that I'd love to see personally.
For me, I want to see more Philly A's stuff. I want to see a legit Jimmy Fox giveaway, like a major league Jimmy Fox giveaway. I know that they got the thing from the Historical Society, but I want to see a legit big team, either the A's or the Phillies, one of the two. I want to see Connie Mack. I know he's not a player, but I want to see a Connie Mack bobblehead. I want to see more of the Philadelphia A's stuff all around. Yeah, and I don't think they do a really good job with the Yankee ones, to be honest with you. I think they could do all kinds of better Yankee giveaways. Yeah, like old, they got all kinds of history to celebrate. I think they more than that, personally. I don't know what specifically right the second, but that's what I think.
I mean, for me personally, I think I'm pretty happy with the players that have, they made. We have way too many bobbleheads, man. I swear, we have way too many.
3,500.
But what I would like to see is, I don't know who has the license to make any new Kobe bobbleheads. That's what I would love to see.
That'd be clean.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how a company would get the licensing to make that, but that's something that I would definitely jump on.
Well, going back to like basketball and like in my childhood, I don't know if they make them because I don't really collect like basketball, but like how about like a Team USA, the Dream Team, dude? Sick, dude. Do they have it?
Yeah.
Foco. No, Foco came out with something.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I missed that then.
Foco put out the Dream Team. I want to say over the summer.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
But it was everyone but Jordan.
Well,
maybe not everyone, but Jordan wasn't. I know that.
Yeah.
You know what? 22 Dodger Girl said a Dodgers Jackie Robinson. That's actually, that'd be a pretty good bobblehead.
Yeah.
That would be a very good bobblehead. Yeah, as a special giveaway. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Yeah. They have one?
A great giveaway.
No, they have a statue.
They could for every team.
Obviously. Yeah. Do a Jackie Robinson Day giveaway.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they'll come. I'm more than certain they will come out with it. They have a Jackie Robinson Day every year, so I'm sure the Dodgers will come out with one.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Because teams did Robinson pin. I know that. I've got that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Still writing says Catman made a Jackie 2. Okay. Yeah, I need that in my collection.
Dude, you're gonna go broke getting all them Catmans.
I know, man.
It's worth
it. The wife's on the live too, and
more plasma, dude. It's no big deal.
Right. And we'll go donate some more. Well, someone in the chat said it's not donating if they're paying. Hey, the plasma place said I'm donating, so I'm gonna listen to them. That's what they told me, so I'm sticking to that. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I guess that. Dude, there's so many damn bobbleheads, man. I mean, there's so many I don't even know about. There's so many that never should have been made. But I don't know.
Plasma. Someone's breaking up.
Yeah.
I hear the feedback. I think it's Rob.
I lose you. I went quiet.
There you go. There we got you. So 22 Dodger Girl says I don't think they have permission to. So we probably won't see a Jackie Robinson bobblehead.
Yeah, you probably have to pay for it for sure. Yeah.
That is true. But one other thing that I did want to talk to you guys about is also and this will be future episodes, the good, the bad, and the ugly of being a collector in this community. Obviously, we talked about people that collect bobbleheads and resell them and flip them for a higher price, people that buy certain bobbleheads and also raffle them off at a higher price. But then again, what a lot of people don't they will talk a lot of crap about people that are doing these raffles, but then when they win a bobblehead for like $8, they're like it's the best thing for them that's ever happened. I mean, I've been pretty lucky with these raffles. These past two raffles that I was in, and I got pretty lucky. But that's just you have to play to win. If you don't play, then it is what it is. And then we'll get into that. I feel that that's a great topic of discussion. Also, just how backhanded people can be when they want something in their collection. They'll see that you have it, and they'll be your best friend, and then next thing you know, they'll say, "Hey, let me get that," and you go ahead and move forward with it, and then out of nowhere, you're like the worst person to them now. I see a lot of that happening. It hasn't happened to me personally in a way, but I've seen it happen to a lot of other people, and it's very, very unfortunate. This is, I think, a community where the most of us are grown adults.
Yeah, we don't act that way, but yeah.
Yeah, but there is that side of the community that people don't like to talk about. And I think it's a thing that we have to bring up.
Yep.
And I think it's one of those things that we have to discuss it in order to ensure at the end of the day that, this is for the collector, as opposed to those people that are, trying to get something out of someone or whatnot.
And I think that leads into what our goal is, right? So our goal is
Yep.
a little bit to be an advocate. I mean, not necessarily we're gonna but I think this is a way to grow the thing and try to kind of go back to a little bit of a core thing. And we probably won't attract too many people that are, it's all about financial aspect of it and stuff like that. But I think it goes back to, I want to help people if we can. I want to talk about stuff if we can. I want to address, vent about the bad stuff that's out there, and I want to help, if we can, help make things better and help bring people together and everything else. So,
I think it's about bringing in awareness and educating people on how people collect, how people are, and what to look out for when there are people that are trying to screw others over, because there are people like that are scammers.
Yep.
And I think that's a very important thing to touch on, and especially when you buy off of eBay or you buy off of OfferUp, or when you go meet someone through OfferUp at a location, then they never show up, because I'm sure that's happened to you guys. If you guys, you know what I mean? It's happened to me plenty of times where I drive 2 hours away and crickets from the people once I arrive to the location, and it's just like I just wasted all this time driving to these locations, So I think that's a great thing to cover for sure.
For sure.
All right. Well, I don't know. You guys want to save stuff for next time then? And kind of call it a night for that? I think it's a great show. I mean, it's a great start for us. And look at that. Well, we had like 20 people at one time, maybe a little bit more, right? 17, 18, 19. Thank you, everybody that came out. I mean, this is huge. Most of them don't know us at all. I mean, I get on a couple little things, but there we go. Dude, you're the big Twitch streamer. You're the dude that. So I want to thank both of you two, because I know I talked about this forever, and I'm sorry. It just I had to get things kind of right and everything else, so we all can do this. And some of you want to jump on today, like Kevin still right, still trying. We'll get you guys on next time. We just kind of controlling this like when the first time, we just want to make sure we did this right and kind of get a little bit of a better grasp on what we're doing. But honestly, thank everybody, and thank you two wholeheartedly. And I think this is going to be awesome, personally.
And we see you, Johnny. Have a great work day. Everyone that did join, thank you guys for being here with us. Thank you for tuning in. This is going to be a weekly thing that we're going to be doing every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to bring up different topics, different things to talk about. And what Rob said, we will bring guests on to the show, to the live, to get to know you guys. I think at the end of the day, once we get to know you guys on a more personal level, what bobbleheads you are trying to collect, and if we do have it in our collection, I may have it. We can probably get that to you. So no, this is a very, very good way to start this live.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Yeah, this is great. This is awesome. Any comments, Mark?
I mean, you guys take the words out of my mouth, but it's been a lot of fun. We've been talking about it, at least with me, just for about a week. But it was, it's an honor to know collectors like yourselves, and I'm excited for what's to come for sure.
Yeah, you're there with us, man. I don't have 3,500, but we're all cool. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. We'll catch you.
I see you, baseball bobbleheads, Bruce. I'll get at you. I have several of them, so I'll get with you.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you, boys.
Peace.
Take care.
Later.